Seconds out.
Tough ask for Marvin tonight to know absolutely what the right balance of tactics and approaches in a contest like this with the format that it is.
Really good left hand there from Marvin again.
Oh, he clipped him almost round the back of the head. He's clipped him again. It's a bit wild. It's saloon bar stuff, but Marvin getting through with a couple of big shots.
Oh, he's caught Maycock again there. Maycock trying to be unorthodox here to...
And Maycock swinging for the lights in retaliation. Well, this is what this format creates, doesn't it? It is a bit mad, breathless. You can't almost afford to go behind, and yet the potential to turn around in one moment is ever present. Just like that, a sweeping left hand from Maycock.
Yeah, it's good from Maycock there because Marvin was setting him up nicely there, just took a little bit too long to let his hands go. Marvin.
Good jab from Marvin. Maycock, I think, is talking to him.
Come on, John!
Still well to ride the storm there, hasn't he, Maycock? There's lacing done here, I think, by Maycock.
Yeah, right boot. Need to tie that lace. That gives everybody a chance just to pause for breath.
See, Kevin McIntyre might have been a British champion, but he can't do laces up. It's a well-known fact.
Right, John. Right, John. Come on, John.
There was a pause for breath and a a ceasefire briefly, but only briefly.
So crude with his work, Maycock, but it's effective enough just to keep Marvin from committing to an attack.
And against a longer, taller man, there's maybe some method in it.
Yeah, but for me, you just be thinking there's a big, massive wide target to hit. There's a big space. Do you throw down the middle?
Well, he nearly got through with a left hand again there, Maycock. A little bit of wrestling from him too. How's your scoring, Barry?
Out the window, isn't it?
In all of the confusion, I seem to forget how many bullets there were, as Dirty Harry once famously said. Yes, that kind of atmosphere and environment and that kind of culture in these frenzied 3-round affairs.
Well, you've got to give Maycock his credit, because he's just dragged Marvin into his sort of fight, hasn't he? Even if he's not winning it, he's dragged him into a war. He's taken away all those attributes that he has, Marvin, and he's making Marvin fight his sort of contest.
Yeah.
Scrappy and engaging. There was not the greatest of spectacles, but
and his nose has been blooded, Marvin, as well. In truth, I think Marvin's got it in him to fight like this anyway. I don't think he wants to come forward and hit you and hurt you if he can. So I think the way it's evolved.
But he's got to be using his jab to keep Maycock at range. Like, Maycock's done a really good job, because he was all over the place to start this round. He got caught with 3 or 4 really good shots, and that was maybe looked like the start of the end. But he's composed himself enough to make it a rough affair, and just got close and grabbed hold of Marvin wherever he could, from the knees to the waist, and dug himself out of trouble.
Well, the way that it's been wild and a bit wacky, and shots all over the place, and there's a bit of blood there as well. Backstage at the substitute, Rob Parry will just be keeping an eye on things. We share it with you as they go into the final round then. 3 more minutes to decide it.
But ironically, it's the guy who's just come from the amateur code, the 3-round code, is the one who needs to slow it down. You usually think it'd be the guy who's had the more professional fights and who's boxed at the 10-round distance a few times.
But it's been a very unamateur-like 3
scrappy.
minutes.
There you go, look, he just threw a nice, lovely jab there. Did Marvin. Caught Maycock flush and had him in a little bit of trouble. Just showing what he can do when he slows it down and punches more correct with his work.
Yeah, I think in a weird way, the format might just slightly have counted against Marvin tonight, just because it's his pro debut and because it can be frenzied in this particular format of the sport. But he's here now.
It's been non-stop action, to be fair. It's been good for that point of view. It's been a little bit scrappy, but not unentertaining. And if that makes any sense.
Yeah, you can see why this kind of format sells with the fans. Johnny Clark's first show was one of these tournaments in a different weight, and here he is with a statement to revisiting this, and it usually provides the thrills and spills, and it's done so in the first semi-final thus far. Can we split them on what we've seen so far, or is the last minute and a half going to do it?
I think Marvin's had the better start to this round for sure. Just landed a nice little 1-2 at the start of the round, and Maycock hasn't really landed anything clean yet in this round. It's been a little bit scrappy again.
And Maycock's he's been pushing on the break. He's been pushing Marvin away from him. He's trying to use his kind of strength and experience and a little bit of gameplay as well.
Again, holding on there, Maycock, and referee might give him a little bit of a talking to for that.
You've got to give great credit to Maycock as well. He's a smaller man, he's made things difficult, he's encouraged the skirmish and the scrap throughout.
But it's been a better round for Marvin, so to this point anyway for me, this last round. Just cleaner work.
Well, it's all happened pretty quickly for John Marvin. It's only a few months ago. I think he came across in September to Alex Leo's gym. And it's been quite an intense period of time to sort of get down and wait and fast track the education building up to the pro debut. Has all that hard work paid off? Well, we're about to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge John Latham scores the bout 29-28 to Marvin. Judge Kevin Parker scores the bout 29-28 to Maycock. Judge Michael Alexander scores the bout 29-28. And your winner by split decision, John Marvin!